Priyanka Gandhi holds a meeting at her brother Rahul's house with senior Congress leaders, setting off speculation that she in fact may be playing some kind of a bigger role in the party ahead of the general election. Now, the Congress later on went out of its way to downplay that, saying that she's basically an ordinary Congress worker who does meet senior leaders from time to time. The question though is she ultimately going to play a greater role?
It's not unusual for Priyanka Gandhi to visit her brother, but on Tuesday she attended a Congress's strategy meet of top leaders, and that too in Rahul Gandhi's absence.
प्रियंका गांधी ये सक्रिय राजनीति में हिस्सा लेती न दिखाई देती हों, लेकिन अमेठी और रायबरेली में जो चुनाव का काम देखती रही हैं, पार्टी के कुछ वरिष्ठ लोगों से बात की हो, तो इसमें आश्चर्य की क्या बात है? इसमें
Priyanka Gandhi won't be contesting 2014, but today is the first real evidence that she is moving beyond family seats and could become a key brains trust in the campaign. Today's meet comes amidst report that Congress is all set to name Rahul Gandhi as the party's prime ministerial candidate on January 17th at the party's day-long brainstorming session for 2014 polls. Last week, the Prime Minister had announced that he is ready to pass on the baton to whoever his party chooses. The Congress party is also expected to revamp by asking cabinet ministers to quit and campaign for the party. In fact, most of the leaders who attended today's meeting here at Rahul Gandhi's residence are actually part of the Congress's campaign committee. That's why the question, is Priyanka Gandhi going to play a bigger role in Congress's campaign for 2014? In New Delhi, Sandeep Phukan, NDTV.
Well, should Priyanka Gandhi play a greater role for the Congress in 2014? Whether the Congress wants her to is another matter altogether. Shazia Almi of the Aam Aadmi Party joins us tonight as well on this. So does senior journalist Dilip Padgaonkar from Pune. Mr. Padgaonkar, should Priyanka Gandhi take the plunge and play a bigger role in this campaign? This meeting today was important because you have an expected announcement on Rahul Gandhi as the possible face of the party next week. Do you think she should play a greater role, and will it make a difference at this point?
What is the value addition that she's going to bring to the campaign? Because I certainly think that her presence will enliven the campaign. She's a spirited speaker. But at the same time, she will have to contend with the fact that at every rally that she holds, there will be cries and shouts of Vadra, Vadra, Vadra. So I think the party will have to carefully take that into account, that so long as the opposition is ready to pounce on this business of Robert Vadra, her effectiveness to that extent is likely to be compromised. This much said, I think she certainly will enliven the campaign. She has, after all, spent years nursing the constituencies of her mother and her brother. And from whatever reports we've been getting about the organizational work that she's been doing, it seems to me that she could possibly give inputs to the party leadership that could be of some help.
But in the end, though, more of a handicap then in her current position, you would say, rather than an asset to this campaign?
Much will depend on how she is going to contend with questions that will be addressed to her regarding her husband.
Sankarshan, do you share that view?
As of now, I don't think anyone has asked her that question.
Yeah, absolutely. Sankarshan, do you share that view that it is her husband that is a liability here, or is she charismatic enough herself to sort of disassociate herself from that, or is that impossible in the kind of scrutiny that they face today?
No, I share that view. I share that view wholly. What has come out in the public space about Mr. Robert Vadra's business practices is a huge handicap to the Congress party, although the Congress party says he's not a member, and that's a sort of factual position that they can take. It's not very tenable. But in Priyanka Gandhi's case, she happens to be married to him. So it will be a huge handicap. But having said that, I would again sort of endorse what Mr. Padgaonkar was saying, that she does bring a certain energy. And I think these are attempts by the Congress party to shore up what talent they think they have in the party in the run-up to these elections. Priyanka Gandhi is not an ordinary member of the Congress party. My suspicion is, although the Gandhi family is a very enigmatic space in that party, and I wouldn't want to speculate on what happens inside, but my sense is that this is not the first time she has given inputs or shared her views with senior party men, be they campaign committee people or whatever. This is not the first time this has happened. This may have happened for the first time in the eye of cameras. So thereby the excitement.
So in a sense, do you believe that the story has been a little exaggerated and overplayed today, the excitement of the media as usual? Just because
I
think it's the timing.
I would think so. Well, you know, the Congress will tease the media and say, look, this is what we have. You know, the Congress also wants to grab some media time, Nidhi. It's been taken
by Arvind.
Yeah, and before that by a man called Narendra Modi, so wholesomely that the Congress has barely had any media space. So today they were able to manage to grab some of it.
Let me take that to Siddharth Nath Singh. Siddharth, you know UP well, you're from UP. You know, if you can just for a minute put aside the politics of the Gandhi family and what the BJP feels, do you believe personally that Priyanka is a more charismatic and leader and a more natural politician than Rahul Gandhi?
Well, she definitely comes out as a better charismatic leader compared to her brother. But, and there is a lot of craze for her among the Congress workers particularly, because I have been traveling in that area and I have seen generally the Congress workers are quite disappointed by Rahul Gandhi. The workers, in fact, they keep saying that he doesn't even know after 10 years our names, who we are coming from a block level, or we are from the mandal level or the ward level. So, you know, there is a kind of a discourteous kind of a worker and a leader relationship which I see of Rahul Gandhi in UP. So, but maybe she could be, but I'm not too sure. Because whether she'll play a bigger role or not a bigger role, because we have seen in the past that she has handled her mother and brother's constituencies. But certainly, I have never seen that, you know, she has, or heard through the media, that she has very particularly attended the management committee or the campaign committee senior members sitting together. So there is obviously going to be a speculation. But it's an internal matter between the Congress, how they wish to decide. So they are welcome, but it definitely goes to prove, if she joins at a level of campaign, that there is a message which is very, very loud and clear, that Rahul Gandhi is no more their cheerleader. It has to be somebody else if they want to do something better in 2014.
Right, that's an interesting observation you also made about the kind of response she evokes among Congress workers. And Shazia, how does the Aam Aadmi Party, the other player in all of this, and in UP as well, where you are planning to contest the seats there, how do they see this possibility of her playing a bigger role if she does?
I don't think you think too much of this possibility at all, because we're concerned less about Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi and now Priyanka Gandhi, and more of the people and what the issues are, not even Arvind Kejriwal for that matter. But I think Priyanka will enthuse the cadres, the workers for sure. I don't know whether she can really add sheen to a very lackluster image of Congress as of now. And also this Robert Vadra, the name, it'll be the albatross around her neck. It's a cross she'll have to bear. So it won't be easy, depending on the kind of role. If she'll continue to be look after the campaign, that's all right. But what kind of a leadership is she looking at, role for herself? It'll depend on that. But also I think the war cry against Rahul Gandhi, it will not help. The war cry against Rahul Gandhi, against Congress will grow shriller, because the whole talk of dynasty will become louder. So I think this whole dynastic politics by the Narendra Modi camp. So I don't think it augurs very well for the Congress party to now at this moment throw Priyanka in the...
But then let's focus on the fact, Mr. Pargaonkar, that in possibly a week's time, just over a week's time, you could have Rahul Gandhi then announced as the face of the Congress party. Is that going to make a difference at all, or is it just too late now?
Well, you will recall that the press conference that he addressed after the Congress party suffered a debacle in 4 states, he said we are going to make changes that you can't even imagine. And I suppose one of those changes is to bring his sister in the forefront of the campaigning. Perhaps the other changes would be that senior ministers would be asked to put in their papers and join the national campaign, bring in more younger faces in front of the people. All these things are quite likely between now and the 17th, when the formal announcement of Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister candidate will be made. So I think we ought to look forward to several developments, several interesting developments over the next 8 to 10 days.